Well, yeah, it's been a minute, huh? But I'm trying to get it done. I should have this episode finished, wrapped, and up hopefully tonight. I'm working on it. This episode, I'm glad that things worked out the way they did. But girl, when I tell you, if I have 39 minutes of a begging compilation before any edits, before any clips, that is insane, and you should be fucking embarrassed. 39 minutes, and I don't have every clip in there. That's just begging. Woohoo! 39 minutes, no edits, all clips of begging. Wild. That is fucking insane. But boy, am I glad that you did that question and lies live the other day, because woof, God, this episode is going to be so much more fun now. So let's get into it. All right, so the first thing that I can find of Victoria begging actually happens to be one of my friends who tried to do the right thing and send her Halloween costumes because Victoria was saying that she didn't have costumes for the kids. And it went something like this. So she messages her and tells her that she found something and thought of the kids, right? She explains what she found. Now, mind you, this is the only conversation that Victoria has had with this individual at this point in time where she's offering her free costumes for her kids. And what does Victoria do? Immediately asks for money. Shocker. At the time, Crazy Alex was calling Victoria out, so she sends Alex messages about the situation regarding Victoria. Alex says she just got messages from somebody the other day that said the same shit. Imagine that. Smart. This person was smart. They said that she'd already seen screenshots of Victoria borrowing money and refusing to pay them back. That's weird. This is in 2020, okay? Now, I say it all the time, that nobody gives a shit if you're going to come to TikTok once in a while to get some help for something. The problem becomes when you make it a pattern. In Victoria's case, it was a fucking career, okay? There is not a single thing on this planet that Victoria has not begged for. Car repairs, Chromebooks, which we now know that the Chromebooks were funded by the school district. So where did that money go, Victoria? Asking for a friend. Her kids' cheer camps, birthdays with the $300 stolen in your wallet. How many wallets have you lost, Victoria? Because it's got to be more than like the 5 of my friends all combined. All kinds of bills, water, electric, phone bills, rocks for the driveway. Victoria, how many times did you get rocks for that driveway that is still a hazard, right? Fixing all kinds of things in the house, right? Everything under the sun Victoria has begged for. Why not just get a job? Why is that so difficult? As a matter of fact, you're a TikTok affiliate, right? Why not just make the money on the platform that you sit on for fucking free, expecting people to just throw money at you?
I get a job. Has she always been like that? Like not work, just expect everybody else to, she hasn't had a job since she has had like a stable job since I was in like.
Never had a solid job. Why is that? You see, a normal person with like brains and fucking integrity wouldn't do what you've done, Victoria. They would go without. Do you know how many people go without and don't get on fucking TikTok and beg? People in much more dire situations than you having a drug problem and kids to support. They figure it out, right? What made you so different? Honestly, and the fact that you don't think that you owe people is fucking astounding. Addiction is no excuse, Victoria. A lot of us, when we get sober, we do the work. We pay back. We make amends. But you're not interested in change. You just want everybody to think that you've changed. And I got news for you, Victoria. You're not even fooling the people closest to you. The one thing that seems to be a very common theme with Victoria in any area of her life is using emotional manipulation, right? She did it when she would beg. She would always cry. Your husband's birthday? Girl, y'all are grown. You don't get on an app and beg because it's your husband's birthday. Why is that the internet's problem? But then she decides she's going to start making cups and things like that. Did not work out well. So I'm just going to reiterate that I am not going to be showing examples of everything that I have. It would take me forever, okay? So I'm just going to give an example. That doesn't mean I don't have more, okay? It just means that's what I'm using for this purpose. So this person orders a cup from Victoria. You see the date, March 12th. They talk about details. This all gets done. Money gets sent. Person specifically says they want to make sure that it's on track for next weekend. Now check the date, March 18th and the 20th and the 22nd. Now mind you, this is somebody that had given her money on other situations and is asking for it back. Why? Because Victoria always said that she would pay people back. That's weird. That's weird. This situation goes on and on and on. Weird.
Girl, give me just 1 second. I am trying to take care of O real quick. He doesn't feel good. And I will try to figure out what's going on with that, okay? But if I don't get back with you within the next, hour, message me, so I don't.
It goes on and on and on. Clearly the person starts pushing back, right? And more bullshit. So the person reminds her, okay? More excuses. I want y'all to understand that there are 20 of these, okay? Legitimately. Continuing to ignore them. Weird. A week later, okay, she finally responds. It doesn't matter what's wrong with you, Victoria. This is somebody that not only bought products from you, but also lent you money. And it doesn't matter what's wrong with you. You do this to multiple people. At that point, the person says, I've tried to be patient. I'm going to go to PayPal. I'm out of town because I've been sick. That has nothing to do with anything. And she said, Victoria says, I went to send it and it was already out of my account. Gaslight much, Victoria? And the girl says, that's a screenshot of me sending my payment for the cup. Right? Clearly, the girl sees a lot of things aren't adding up. Right? So what does Victoria do?
Sweetheart, I'm trying to drive, but no, that is not what that is. That is not a payment from your cup. It's not, I promise you. It's where I guess you put in a dispute or something with PayPal. When you do that, PayPal automatically takes it out of my account, and I can't pay you something I don't have. And why in the world, even if I did have access to my taxes, which I've already explained to you I don't, why in the world would I pay you money for something that you've already got money for? I'm sorry. I was sick. I did not do anything. You can ask every single one of my children. I didn't do anything for 5 days because I was so sick I couldn't even barely raise my head up, let alone do anything else. I'm trying to sort through everything and figure out with PayPal what I need to do. But as far as it looks on my account, you've already got the money.
Hey, Victoria, you know what a responsible adult would have done? Shut down shop, stop collecting orders for things that you cannot fulfill, okay? Yeah, now you say I bit off more than I could chew and I was not prepared. That doesn't mean that those people didn't give you the money to complete a service that you never completed, they never got, or got a refund. That's not what that means. If you were not equipped to deal with it, you shouldn't have done it. Period. But you continue to take orders, you continue to take people's money and give them nothing for it while hiding a fucking drug problem and continuing to drive around on the fucking phone. So, the girl explains to her, that is the payment from March 12th. If it was a dispute, it would show a different date. I have not received a dime from you. Where is the $30 I loaned you and you've given me the runarounds for? A very frequent thing of Victoria's was, can I just get the money and I'll pay you back when Nathan gets paid or when he donates? But we'll get there. There's the screenshot, okay? Victoria continues to gaslight this woman despite seeing the proof right in front of her face. I really hope when you find out I'm not lying, you apologize. Did this girl get her money back from you, Victoria? Still to this day, this is from 2021. This is one person. A full month later. I'm not trying to kick you when you're down, but you have to understand nobody wants to help you because you've screwed all of us over. You have people constantly asking where their orders are. You said you had 40 orders. That's a lot of money when you're not completing any orders. You need to communicate honestly with your customers, and they would be a lot more understanding, but you avoid everyone. Imagine that. I'm trying to do Instacart orders. It doesn't fucking matter, Victoria. What matters is the fact that you gaslight the fuck out of these people and make it about you. It's not about you. It's their money. It is their money that they trusted with you, and you did not do the right thing to, with whatever. So things start moving fast from here. People start calling Victoria out. One of her moderators steps in and tries to mitigate the damage by fulfilling some of her orders at her own expense, of course. All of these messages are from different people with orders that were not completed or refunded. Some even gave her money aside from that order that they didn't get, and nothing. Not a thank you. Unbelievable. This person says they've given her thousands, and it's always something. Just the 8 people I know, we're up to $5,000. That's weird. Strange, right? All of these people, but no apologies. Right, Victoria? She blocked me because I asked about my order or my $108 back. These people tried to help you, and instead of you doing the right thing, you spit in their faces. Give some bullshit excuse that somebody told you the best repayment that they could give is seeing you sober. Not these people. Multiple orders. People trying to help you get out of the mess that you were creating for yourself and continuing to make worse. What a surprise. You need more money. Just another order. Super weird. Unbelievable. It really sucks. This person was out of money trying to fix your fuck-ups, Victoria. And you don't think that you owe these people anything? You know, these people that was supporting their family and your family. But you don't owe them anything. That's weird. But look at this. This person never got the thing that they won during the auction for the baby. We'll talk about that later on. These people bought your family tons of shit because you were too busy spending the money on the drugs that you would deny doing. These people were hurt by you, okay? Because you used them. Imagine that. Electric, food, Christmas gifts, probably about $1,000. You didn't give a shit that these people had families to support as well. But now that you're coming up on a year sober, allegedly, you just want everybody to forget that any of this ever happened. This person, you didn't care. You didn't give a single fuck. All you cared about is what you could get from who. That person didn't have to do that. That person didn't have to not only give you money to support whatever the hell you were supporting at that point in time, but they also, out of their own pocket, corrected as many of your mistakes as they possibly could. While you sat on the internet continuing to beg for more money and having a drug problem that now all of a sudden you admit you were in addiction for 3 years, but not then, you didn't. Back then you denied it fiercely, using every excuse under the book, right? Low blood sugar. I've seen them all. They were all you high nodding. All of them. But you don't owe anybody accountability? That's weird. As if it wasn't enough that she was publicly begging, she was also hitting people up behind the scenes for an assortment of shit. Never-ending necessities of Victoria. Get up and get a job. You had a huge platform then. Why weren't you using it to make money instead of using it to take money from people and never reciprocate a fucking thing? Like, you don't even contribute something useful to the fucking TikTok world. You owe that app. That's a fact. How about this one, Victoria? This is the one that busted you out with that cash app, by the way. $1,878. One person. Or we could do this. Or another one. Or another one. Or another one. You don't owe anybody anything, though, right? This one? What about this one? This one? I don't know, Victoria. You got accepted to the TikTok affiliate program. Use it! Maybe then you won't have to beg on the internet. Surprise! Imagine that. Hey, Victoria, remember the she shed that you used to have your business in? Yeah. Remember the one you said I wouldn't be able to show one payment for it? Where's that shed, Victoria? Used to block the driveway so that it couldn't be repoed? Bitch. I got it all, baby. What about this one? Did you ever pay this person back, Victoria? Ever? Nothing like a dry bag on Snapchat, though. Imagine that. Imagine that. Just so everybody knows, this is typically what happens when you try to ask for money back. I hope you're doing well. This person was even right. Weird. But look at that excuse. You're right. And when I have felt like messaging you, I would have. But this is now the third or fourth time you came into my lives to try to cause some shit. Somebody asking for money that they've given you, loaned you, Victoria, is never going to be starting shit. Somebody shouldn't have to be chasing you around for money that you owe them. But instead, you're too busy trying to get money off of new people. So fuck these people, right? Weird. This person even tells you that they desperately need the fucking money. But you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck because you never had any intentions on giving it back. A couple of months back, a couple of Victoria's mods were questioning things, right? This is what happens. You were supposed to send her the money back on Friday. Remember, you were going to jail? Desperate, you needed the money. You never sent it back. So I say, ask her for some. See what she does. Strange. That was your friend, Victoria. And you just fucking ignored her. Now, Victoria, a simple Google search will tell you that when you borrow something without the intention of giving it back, it's fucking theft. Google that. When the heat starts getting a little too hot, Victoria starts doing fundraisers. Anybody ever see receipts for those? Let's talk about it.
And I just overheard her say something, and I was like, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I hope you have a better day. And when I said that, she busted into tears. So clearly something was not okay. And y'all know me. I was like, oh, honey, don't do that. I really wish I could give you a hug. Hugs are kind of frowned upon, you know, COVID. So anyway, like I said, I offered to give her a hug, and I started talking to her a little bit. Because she is crying, and she proceeds to tell me, single mom, 3 kids, she's about to get evicted. She absolutely doesn't know what she's going to do. She has a job at the gas station. She's working almost 7 days a week. And she proceeds to say, like, I'm extremely grateful for having a job and working absolutely as much as I can. But how am I supposed to pack like this? Where are me and my babies going to go? She said she's reached out to all of the community help. So here's my thing, little secret fam. Do you think we can help this mom? I know times are hard right now for a lot of people. I got her information, so I am in contact directly with her. I will be keeping all receipts, keep a running tally, and see how much we can come up with. Like, what did we say? A week? You think a week's good, babe? Obviously, if something happens even more so past that, awesome, we'll get that to her as well. But I would absolutely love, like I said, to keep a running tally, and sometime towards the end of next week, take that and present it to her. I did make sure it was okay with her, and she did want the help. She said at this point, absolutely anything will help. I understand some of my girls are going to get mad and be like, but no. Okay, guys, not right now. I am okay. We are okay right now as far as that. But let's help this mama. If you want to. If you can. My Cash App, my husband's Venmo, and my PayPal are all in my bio. If you don't see them, reach out to me. I'll get it to you. In the comment section or the notes, whatever, just put Little Secret Fam like we've done in the past. Because some of the kids' aunties on here do still send them certain things. And in that, they put the kids' names. So for this, always Little Secret Fam. And let's see how much we can help this family with. I love you guys as always. Mwah!
Let's see how honest you are about it. How about that? Next, we're going to talk about the funeral auction that Victoria did for an infant that passed away, that her husband worked with the family. Victoria, why does it not match? Because your mod said that you raised about $700, right? The police report that you filed said that Sarah was saying you owed her $400, but this is all that was discussed about this situation. So I'm confused. Oh, and the people that won the auction didn't get their items. But somebody spoke to that family, Victoria, and it's weird. Here's another fucking number. Weird. Math don't math, babe. Hate to tell ya, but the math don't math. And it's sad that you used their trauma and then gaslit them into believing that you were trying to do the right thing. Also, Victoria, this is your text message. You didn't know about a declined payment? That's fucking weird. So these are the texts with Victoria, right? The person says, you gave him $120. Victoria says, you said $150 at the funeral. Right, I counted the money when I got home. Victoria says, can you make sure that he gave it all to you? She said he did. He absolutely did. Now, in this picture, anybody with an eye can count that there's $220 there, right? More screenshots. Weird. Another different number. Strange. Weird. Super weird. Now, Victoria, this is just wild to me. This woman lost her kid, okay? And you are talking about death threats on your children. How does that work? And she says, there's money still missing. Does this make sense to you, Victoria? This woman lost her kid, okay? And you exploited that situation, and nobody has an accurate number, Victoria. In every single conversation, there's a different number said by you. And you don't remember your card declining, that you had to go and make a payment? This woman is the victim, not you, bitch. Maybe no one will try to hurt me or the kids. Nobody gives a fuck enough to try to hurt you, Victoria. You do all the damage yourself. I'm sorry that people are doing this. This woman is telling you, you exploited my son. He wasn't even in the motherfucking ground, and I was dealing with a bunch of goddamn drama involving you. This is disgusting, Victoria. And again, not sure what's going on. Your sister said everything was taken care of, and to just get it to her when I could give you all of it. No, she did not say that. What do you mean give you all of it? All of the money raised was in your payment apps. Why couldn't you give them all of it as soon as it was done? Now, mind you, this family had a GoFundMe, okay? There was never a reason for you to fundraise using your own personal payment apps, having the reputation that you had, and excuse me if I'm wrong, but the math still ain't mathin', babe. This is what happened. And you should be fucking ashamed of yourself that you had the audacity to talk about your children being hurt when this poor woman's baby was dead and you exploited the situation. That is disgusting. Disgusting. And you should be ashamed of yourself. Weird. Somebody on that Facebook post, I'm looking for an update to my 2 cups I ordered on 2/4 and you claimed 3 weeks ago were finished. That's weird.
I got a message from somebody saying you might want to watch out because they're going to go buy drugs. And I was like, what? So what did I do? I called the family and I was like, I am going to directly pay the rest of the money to the funeral home. They were closing. I called the mom. I told the mom, hey, look, I'm going to call first thing in the morning and get the money paid directly to the funeral home. That's what happened. Y'all can screen record that, put it in fucking care. But I wanted to make sure that the baby's money was set for the things that the baby's money needed to be. Okay?
Not only did you exploit the situation for your own personal gain, okay, you then caused nothing but drama when that family needed to bury their infant, but you also hopped on the fucking internet and accused them of having a drug problem? When you had a drug problem. You were the one with the drug problem, right? Accurate? You think that's normal? You know, Victoria, you get an awful lot of messages that you never produce. I bet that's one of them. I bet that's one of them because you needed a reason to stall. Why? When all the money was sitting in your payment apps. Other mods did pay attention. Victoria, why couldn't you just give the money over? Why are there 7 different numbers that were raised? Why did you feel the need to take that grieving family's issues and lie about them on the internet with a huge platform? Why did you use your personal payment apps instead of the GoFundMe? When issues like that come across me, you know what I do? Push the GoFundMe. Why? Less headaches. And I'm a lot more fucking honest than you are. Especially then.
Wow, you got called out. You just said earlier in the live that you went to the funeral home and you paid. Now someone said they've spoke to the aunt and your card was freaking declined. You lied and got caught. And then you're begging for money for your electric bill, yet you're laying in bed not doing anything to help your damn self.
Fucking weird that everybody remembers the card being declined. It's in your text message, but you still deny and say, what about a card being declined? Girl, all the proof leads to the card being declined. And still, all these years later, and you're still not honest about it. You don't think you owe amends there? I guess not. God, I really hope that nobody takes your version of recovery and tries to mimic it, because it is fucking wild what you think recovery is. You couldn't even DoorDash legally. You were driving around on a suspended license, high as fuck, risking other people's lives, right? You couldn't even do that, honestly. You couldn't even fucking DoorDash or Instacart legally. Even there had to be some type of deception, which was brought up in your local Facebook group, right? Now, enjoy this, what seems to be a never-ending compilation of Victoria's begging throughout the years.
Yes. Yesterday when I was on live, I had said something about my brakes because somebody on live asked me, what's that sound? It's metal on metal.
Of course they did. Somebody is always asking you. It is the most perfect. You have the perfect. Somebody asked me to do this. Somebody asked me to do that. Where's the proof? Because especially if it's coming out of your mouth, we're going to need to see some proof. And like real proof, not like manufactured, like liar boss's proof, you know?
My brakes are completely metal on metal.
Maybe you should have thought about driving around sober then, huh? I don't know, call me crazy, but like the very least you could do is not drive around with your fucking eyes closed.
I did not ask for donations for that.
More than I can handle, right? I was trying to wait until the kids weren't around so that I could tell y'all, but yeah, they won't leave my side. But today, while I was changing Owen at Walmart, I guess my wallet fell out of my purse. I mean, out of the diaper bag. I didn't realize it until I went to go pay at the register. And as soon as I realized it, I ran back to the bathroom. My wallet was there, missing absolutely all the cash that was inside. They took everything, all the cash. They didn't take any of my cards or anything like that.
That's convenient. How many wallets was this? You know, seems to be a really frequent occurrence for you. No accountability, though. No, fuck that. You didn't use any of that money on drugs, right? No.
The cops reviewed the cameras and said that there'd only been 3 people in the bathroom, but obviously they didn't see who took it.
Oh, thank God for the Freedom of Information Act. Any idea why there wouldn't be a police report about any stolen wallet, as a matter of fact? Do you know what's a sign of deception, Victoria? Over-explaining. You do a lot of that.
Whoever took it took the cash out of it and laid the wallet back down in the floor. Almost $1,000, y'all.
Maybe you should have gone with a more believable amount. Because, girl, let's be serious here. You ain't never had $1,000 in cash in your wallet in your fucking life.
Buddy, help. I can't, Nathan.
Well, then we need to get off your live until you do.
You got to the go fuck yourself side of TikTok.
I came to y'all a few days ago saying my kids needed Chromebooks for school.
You need me to put that Chromebook quote in here or no? I will say it again. All of the Chromebooks for your children, that is, except one, were given by the school district. The other one was purchased by somebody else, not you.
I didn't know how I was going to make that happen, but with the help of some really amazing people, you all, we raised enough money for the first Chromebook.
Where'd all that money go to? If not Chromebooks. You didn't divert funds, though, right? Weird. Where'd all that money go? Just asking.
Now, as of right now, I have enough to order a second Chromebook if I can find another one for the 200 that I found the first one for. Those are out of stock.
Where'd that money go? You know, just asking, since we're being honest these days, right?
They have chili, to eat, at least. But if I can get enough for my phone to be paid, even if I have to pay somebody back or whatever, like...
I guess, or whatever, since you really don't pay anybody back. I'm sorry, but like, girl, if I have to pay you back, but then 4 years later, when you're asking me for the money, I'm just gonna say I don't remember. The fuck?
Work it off. I don't know. But I have to come up with $307.
You know what's wild to me is that you did this often. Large amounts of money, right? Not like $10 or $5, 300, 700. Like the fucking audacity, dude. Seriously.
I do have somebody that said they're gonna purchase something that I put up, and it's $100.
$899.99.
Welcome to Spectrum Mobile. This call may be recorded for quality and security purposes. Para español, marque 5. I found your account. One moment while I pull up your information. I see that due to an issue with your automatic payment, there is currently a past due amount of $159.14 on your account, which must be paid before September 17, 2022 to prevent your...
No diverted funds, though. I never spent money on drugs, though. The company just said to prevent your services from being disconnected. You couldn't disconnect that call quick enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. But it is August 7th. No, I don't, y'all. Y'all are so goofy.
Who's goofy? You're just gonna gaslight the people into thinking they didn't hear what they just heard, right? Typical Victoria.
It's August. I don't know. Hold on. I'm telling you, no, guys. No, hold on.
Hashtag patterns, I guess, you know?
Yeah, just talking, and you've never asked for anything. You always come. No, are you fucking serious? You're serious.
Yep. They were serious, big and truthful.
You're right. I talk. I vent. You are 1,000,000% right on that. But so many times have I came and been like, look, guys, this is what I need. Can anybody help? That's why I'm saying the bullshit that keeps getting said about, oh, she's dry begging. Oh, she's doing this. Oh, she's doing this. Oh, it's bullshit.
Too, is it bullshit? Just wondering.
People are kind of like me. Not really for sharing all my personal business, but...
So you've always been this delusional?
Here it is. As you can assume, with 9 kids in the home, around Christmas time, you know, husband just had surgery, all that. Money's kind of tight. Okay, let's just be honest. It's really tight. So I'm sitting down with all the bills and all the money that's in the bank and supposed to come in and all that kind of stuff. Trying to figure out, like, can we pay this bill on time? Do I need to call and ask for an extension on this? That kind of stuff. The hubby absolutely stresses out. And then kind of gets mad at me. Not because I'm doing anything wrong, but for the mere fact that he can't understand why I'm not stressing. Please, don't get me wrong. I stress. Just don't show it like he does or like most people do. I'm not above calling and asking for that extension. Sorry.
Not above making it the internet's problem for 4 fucking years either. Clearly.
Okay, part 2. I'm home now. So like I said, he stresses a lot more than I do. I try to talk to him and I try to make it to where he's not. Because he really gets down on himself and he feels like he owes us a better life. But we knew coming into this, adding more kids equals more bills, but we love them and we didn't want them to go to strangers. And I do a couple little side things, like I work for my mom cleaning house and help my stepdad in the office, and I also make t-shirts and decals and that kind of thing.
If we only knew then what we know now, huh?
But obviously nowhere near the amount of money that he makes. But I'm very much an optimist. So basically, I said all that just so I can ask you, who's like me? Who tries to make light out of a bad situation? Who tries to hide their own stress to make sure Hubs is okay? To make him believe that we're good. We don't have to have anything extra. I don't want him to get down on himself.
Sorry. Yeah, I muted y'all because she was talking about things that not everybody needed to hear. Anyway, so if you were not here just a second ago, please, if anybody wants to, tomorrow's her baby shower, so she'll know what she needs else for the baby as of tomorrow. But I'm not gonna beg. I don't normally do that. Like, I ask.
You don't what? You don't what? But let's talk about what Mackenzie posted in response to this clip. She took to Reddit, okay? Now, I want to say, thank God, Victoria, that your kids are nothing like you. This one, anyway. This one has more sense at her age than you have at yours. And there's zero excuse for it, because she was also a teen mother, all right? She doesn't want you begging or asking for things for her. She busts her ass to provide for hers.
Somebody wants to help me, as you just heard her a second ago say, she picks up another shit. She's 35 weeks pregnant. Well, she's 35 weeks on Tuesday, she said. And she's already 2 centimeters.
God bless her having work ethic, right? But you didn't help that much. We'll get to that in a later episode. But you got some fucking nerve for the things that you've done publicly and the things you've done privately, because you are garbage.
God, my tires are so fucking bald, y'all. I'm sliding. But service where we live, yeah, we were paying $800 with Bluegrass. $800. I shit you not.
That's what normal people, normal productive members of society, when they have high bills to pay, they get more work. They do things. There's zero excuse for the fact that you and your husband for a while sat at home and did fucking nothing while relying on the internet to pay your bills, and then only to spit in their fucking faces and claim it wasn't done. Wild.
A month. So yeah, 300, because that's how they are. Yeah. Until midnight.
So we're actually going to talk about this specific live in the lie episode, because you, like liar boss over there, debunk yourself in the very live.
Y'all just ignore them. I know I'm awful and I have a hard time ignoring them too.
Doth protest too much, Victoria. You'd think you'd get it by now, but no, you still ask all the time why you're like this. Even though we've been giving you the answers for a solid 6 months, you still don't get it. You know, daft.
But like I was saying, I need about $40 to $45. I've gotten 15 and 3, so 18 altogether. I need transmission fluid and at least a little bit to put in gas, so it's not like it's a normal thing. It's happened once since I even started using Cash App. Cash App is down, yes. And now I'm screwed. I literally am sucking fumes. And I pulled into the gas station to get gas, went inside, and it kept on saying that my... I've got to come up with $150. Like, now. Like,
yesterday. No, not yesterday, but today. Tonight, sorry, not today. And, Nathan's going to be able to donate in the morning, but that's in the morning. Like, I don't know what time are they going to do this, and I know I'm probably stupid in putting this out there that, whatever. Didn't remember until now, just so you know I'm live, but didn't remember until a couple hours ago. Yeah, guess what has to be paid by tomorrow, too? I'm putting these back in our room, baby.
You remembered a few hours ago, but you waited until you were on live to remind him that something else had to be paid. As many times as that man calls you while he's at work, you can't even do a live stream without having 7 different calls with him. You didn't tell him that hours before you realized it. You waited until the live stream. Got it.
Electric. The rest of the fucking electric. I don't know what in the fuck we're gonna do.
Anything but work, clearly.
I have to call and set up a new MRI of my brain. My gas light's on, and I had somebody that said that they were going to help us this morning before I had court, but I can't get a hold of them. Story of my life. And then so I was trying to work, because I have to come up with $75. I was supposed to have it yesterday. Didn't have it yesterday.
Another frequent one. You see it come up in the series in multiple different situations. Somebody was supposed to do this, but they didn't. So it's your problem, Victoria, not everybody else's.
Well, like I said, I got it down to 60. I had to pay 20 on my fines this morning. And now I'm trying to work, but my gas light's on. So there's that. And if anybody can help out with anything for gas, I would greatly appreciate it. That was $2.50. So I'm getting somewhere, but not anything quickly. It says, but that's half of that is what's due right now. Yeah, but the rest of it's not due until next month. Half of that is my past due. It's going to say past due because technically, I don't know. I don't know why it says that. But to reinstate my services, it's half of that. Yes, so I do owe a total for whatever, but I don't pay the other part until the first of next month is when it's due. No, I have everything except for what we've already stated. Hold on. Where's my paper at? I got to do, I'm on my phone on TikTok. I happen to be surrounded by 4 walls, which is my home, which has internet. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Thank you so very much. Again, as I've already stated, but you may not have been around. Thank you for the gift. That was so sweet of you too. But if you were not here, the person that just donated, obviously I'm not going to give out your information. If you want to, you can, but I'm not going to because I know what happens. I did get a government phone. They don't work out where I live, for one, and for two, I don't know. DoorDash doesn't really work in them very good. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry. Classless. I didn't ever say I have class. Anyway, but what I was going to say, sorry, is that if you would like to, you can send me your address, and I would love to send you a little goodie at the beginning of next week. Like I said, it may take me a second, but I would love to send you a little something. If that's okay with you, just shoot.
You probably won't get it, though, so don't hold your breath.
Okay, cool. E-panhandling.
What would you call it? Because that's actually exactly what you did for many, many years on this app. And steal.
That was $20 down, so $157.18. It's a phone, it ain't food, but it does buy those things. Like my phone, working with my phone, having internet with my phone absolutely pays the bills. Or, 9 times out of 10 it does. I had it all. See, this is my issue. And again, I'm addressing this with my therapist and all that. Sorry, I got tired of walking around this pile of dirt. I'm just going to sweep it up on a piece of paper and whatever, because I can't find my damn, whatever it's called.
Maybe if you lived in a clean house, you'd be able to find things once in a while.
I would be able to do my cabinets. For the flooring, I need 3 of them, which, I I don't know. I could deal with 2 of them for right now. That would just leave 2 foot of the room not covered. And I could just, make that to where it's at the back side of the room where the dresser and the bed's going to be sitting on it and you won't really see it. And just seal it down for right now. And, go finish it off when I have the extra money. Go. But that did remind me I need to measure that. Emma, or Hadley, stop. Hadley, go. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul.
Coming to the law because I really need somebody to talk to and advice on what I should do. Today is my husband's birthday.
There will never be a day that y'all will see me like that on the internet. Over that woman has children. He's a grown man, Victoria. You understand that, right? Normal adults, when financial things happen, guess what? They understand. It is normal. What's not normal is expecting it to be the internet's problem, coming to the internet for them to coddle you as a grown woman. For fuck's sake, don't you have friends? Like in your real life?
I was trying to surprise him by cooking him a nice dinner and everything. I went to Kroger and I was walking around and got my stuff, whatever. My phone died. Right, it always does. And I walked up, because it died as I was about to check out, I walked up to the little the service center, and I said, can I put my cart right here beside this so I can run to the car and grab and charge my phone for just a second so I can add it up and make sure I have enough money. And she said, well, she had a good idea. She was like, just go to self-checkout and ring it up. Ring up the most important stuff first to make sure that you get what you need. And that way you can keep track of the number 2 without having to go to your car. And I was like, oh, thank you. I didn't think about that. And then I went to the self-checkout. I rang up one thing and realized that I forgot 2 things that I needed to make when I'm making for him. And I went to the back of the store and I got those 2 things. Oh my God. I got those 2 things. And, I'm sorry, y'all.
But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about my fucking wallet again. Funny thing is, didn't nobody accuse me of shit back then, but now I sleep and I get accused of shit.
No, you were high. You were getting high, right?
Just making sure, because why do you guys feel like it's somebody else's? Okay, I'm doing what? Am I asking or am I demanding? There's a big difference. I DoorDash, which is what I would be doing right now, if I did, if I had it. But I don't have it. I literally, if I would have known this, I would have just put $50 in gas in my car. I'm at my home. Do you see the walls? I'm home. How can I'm on my Wi-Fi, honey. I'm not, what? Do people really not understand how phones work? They won't give me an extension. Believe me, I've done been on the phone begging because, like I said this morning, it said that it wasn't going to be disconnected until the 18th, which I checked every calendar I can find, and it all says that today's the 17th. Okay, but that's not my job requires a phone. I'm sorry that you have a different job than that. A lot of jobs nowadays require a phone. But again, I'm not asking for a different job or whatever. I'm asking if somebody I'm asking if people would like to or would please help me by donating. I would greatly appreciate it, because they're rude and hateful individuals, and I just don't know how to. I've looked for at-home jobs. Get me one right now, Kaylee. Get me one, and I will start right now. Will it pay me today? Like, I have tried to get as many online jobs as I can find. I've tried. I can't. I'm $180 short. But I don't. If at all possible, I don't want just one person. Like, that's a lot for one person. If at all possible, if just a couple of people would help, I would greatly appreciate it. Unfortunately, no ma'am. I don't have Zelle. I have everything but Zelle. I have, I don't know what else to fucking do. I swear to God, if I could get it done a different way, I sure the fuck would, because the last place I want to be is here, so I can get more bullshit threats and more shit talked about me and yada yada. All the things.
If you didn't want to do it, you'd have gotten off your ass and found a fucking job and kept it. Right? It's simple. You do what you have to do. Shocker, I know. And that's what's wild. You could have monetized your platform. TikTok affiliate, right? You don't utilize that. How come?
Some of y'all that I've let in on the secret so far have asked me to make a wish list for my business.
Same excuse, different year. Imagine that.
But again, if you weren't in my Instagram live, the person that helped with the tire was in my Instagram live. I didn't have groceries to pack a lunch because, again, I haven't got paid yet.
You even keep that job long enough to get a paycheck?
And for two, for me to buy groceries to be able to make my, lunch for an entire week, whatever.
The cocky ass attitude? What? Well, wild.
But did you send the money to help with a tire? But as an adult, we need to learn these things on our own. Learned it long time ago.
Clearly you didn't, okay? Clearly you missed that entire lesson on, financial responsibility.
But as an adult that has amazing friends, I do have the ability to ask for help when I need help.
Yep, and you respect them so much that when they ask you for some of their money back, you ignore them and block them and then lie about them on the internet? Got it.
It still doesn't make it your business just because you see it on the internet. I didn't ask you for anything, did I?
Therein lies the problem with making the internet your ATM, right? The public has the right to ask questions when you expect the public to support you.
I didn't misuse money that I was given. Not at all.
Sure you didn't. Sure you didn't.
I got sent money for a tire. I bought a tire.
You know what, y'all? Actually add tires to the list of things that Victoria has begged for more than once. So tires and wallets, right? Those are her two things. Multiple wallets lost, multiple needed tires. Got it?
Considering I don't beg every day.
Sure you didn't. Victoria, do you just not understand how much money the internet has given you? Maybe you don't. Maybe you really need to sit down and rewatch your old lives and see how much money you've gotten off the internet for free. Right? Because you didn't provide a service, you didn't pay the money back, just given to you.
Okay, and this is another thing. I'm not sitting in a hotel room begging somebody to pay for another night. I'm not asking somebody to pay for my kids' fake camp
and all this. Like, I am asking for gas money. If anybody can help me with gas money so I can go work to make more money, not so I could just sit here and spend somebody else's hard-earned money. Like, I mean, that at least has to count for something. I
gotta tell you, it really blows my mind how you try to separate yourself from the other people on the internet that have done similar things, and when you're like one of the worst ones. You know that, right? You point the finger at Lisa, you point the finger at Lori, you talk about all these other people, but Victoria, you are one of the worst. Period.
I don't need 200 and some odd dollars for a room for tonight. I just...
Maybe not that day, but you have needed 600, 400, 300, 187 over and over and over again, Victoria. So forgive people for being a little annoyed that now you're asking for gas money. You don't get that?
And although I understand that those people, like, they're homeless, they don't want to sleep on the streets and that kind of stuff. But me and somebody were talking yesterday about, you know, what about $900 that you raised for a vehicle or this or that? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, and I get that. I do. That's why, you know, I'm saying, if somebody can somebody please help me with another $10?
Hey everyone, I just want to give y'all the heads up that I won't be around for a little bit. Not because of anything that's going on, but when I was eating something earlier, one of my teeth broke all the way off to the gum. Every dentist that accepts my insurance is booked out for 3 weeks or more. I'm in a lot of pain, and I don't even have the means to go get something for numbing anything. I'm sorry, y'all. I love you all. Please just keep me in your prayers.
God forbid you go to an emergency room where they could treat you. You gotta make a TikTok about it and tell everybody that you don't have the means when you know damn well an emergency room would have treated you.
But yes, I went live right after making that last video.
Shocker.
Because I got like 10 to 12 messages in a matter of 2 minutes from people that actually care if I'm okay. I'm on my way right now to get some Orajel and possibly go to the emergency room and see if they can help me. Update. I found a oral surgeon in my area that unfortunately did not take my insurance, but whatever. That got me in this afternoon and removed the tooth. So although I am still hurting, it's not hurting like it was, and it will get better now. Thank you all. I can't keep up with the messages. I'm so very sorry. I wish I could, but at least that tooth is gone and I will be on the upswing. Thank you all for your kind words and reaching out. Love you. I would never do that anyway. No. Y'all are losing my mind. Y'all make me lose my mind. No, I'm just going to have to drive my vehicle to go pick it up. That's what I've said. That's a long drive for me to have to go to Myers, but yeah. Oh my God. People aren't going to help you when you're yelling at them. I mean, then listen the first time I say it. That's that. If you have an issue with how I'm talking, I don't know, why don't you get off my page? Like, the fuck? I have a job. You don't deserve help. Get a job. I have a job. You'll never make 45 tonight, so sit it. What? Thank you, Amanda. That's another 10. As I just said, I'm going to have to use my card. My card to go get it. I'm sorry, I cannot do Walmart. I've done said that. I'm sorry. God dang it, dude. I do have Cash App, yes. I've done said you can send it to Advance, AutoZone, any of the car parts, Kroger, Myers, Dollar General, anything. I just can't do Walmart. I don't know why so many people are so pressed. Thank you so much. That's another 10. Somebody...
add this up real quick. Hold on. Oh my God, my stomach. Now there's almost 1,000 people in here. I wish I knew what was going on with my fucking stomach. A few hours ago, asking if we could possibly help them with their car payments. Oh shit. What in the world's going on? I've got to hop off here just really quick to see if I can call DoorDash and figure out what's got my customer rating down now. Again, like I've not done anything for it to be low, so I've got to figure it out. But I'll be back. I'm fucked. That's what's wrong. I'll be back, y'all. Hold on.
Could it have possibly been the fact that you were driving around high as fuck? No? Do you think that people that saw you in restaurants nodding out while waiting for orders did not report that to DoorDash and say, hey, what's up with this fucking driver? Maybe that's why your rating is down.
And,
Okay. I got a box of hardcore over there. I gotta find my...
Look, I got you something.
Spin this thing over, just make sure that it's loose. And then we're gonna start cleaning it.
You think you'll like it?
Distance. And we got hot piston rings.
But anyway, so when I got back to the house, the electricity was back on.
Oh, look, another pattern, right? Begging for money on the internet or owing people money, but continuing to spend money eating out with fast food. Hashtag patterns.
I'm sorry, 11.
You're lucky you didn't fucking kill somebody driving around like that. You would think that you'd be fucking grateful and thankful and you would start to do things a little differently. Maybe that's why your DoorDash rating was shit. Look at you.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Lose my mind. That I've got just going on.
I totally left that one in just to be a bitch because what in the fuck was the facial contortionist doing in that one?
Now.
Hey. What you put my $1,000 cabinets up on there for?
Leave me in my house.
Somebody else is going to go and get them for we can't afford them.
Exactly. Hadley, stop. Is there... I need to put wording behind my cabinets, I guess. I'm just using them as a backdrop right now. That everybody kept telling me to go to the restore. Go to the restore, go to the restore. Well, that is what they have at the restore. That is exactly, that's all the cabinetry that they have at the restore. And they want $1,000 for... I mean, I can show you the rest of them, but obviously I don't have $1,000 to be getting that, so. They want $999. I don't know. I wish that they would have told me before it was the last day, but there's nothing. So I am literally, get out. I'm literally like, I'm begging at this point.
At least you were honest about it there.
Nothing. Just another thing for me to just be upset about.
You know, Victoria, like, you're an adult, right? So if you wanted to have lavish anniversaries and stuff, maybe you shouldn't have had 7 kids and kept a fucking career.
People are just deciding to be rude for no reason. No, Juicy Seafood doesn't have cheddar biscuits like Red Lobster. I love Red Lobster's cheddar biscuits though.
gotta tell you, if that 39 minutes of me begging on the internet was ever to be in existence, I would be mortified, okay? But there's more. That's what's fucking incredible here, is that isn't even all of them. No accountability, though. Fuck it. That last one, you were so high out of your mind that it's embarrassing. You were telling people you weren't an addict at that point. That's just crazy. That is why people started to look at you like a liar. Because people knew what they were looking at, but you would stay denying it. Stay denying it. But you don't owe anybody apologies. You got on a live stream the other day and justified, excused, lied about the cup orders, Victoria. 3 days ago, you did that. But you're such a changed person, right? Such a changed person. And I want to be clear. There's more, okay? I could have spent more time digging things up. I didn't need to, okay? Because this is disgusting behavior. If somebody was really about change, they would be thanking people every day. You're not grateful. You're not grateful to those people. You might say you are, but I don't think you know what it means to be grateful. I think that you're entitled. I think that your entire life you were given shit. It's disgusting behavior at your age. It is disgusting behavior. And you should be thanking God that you survived addiction, and you should want to make amends. You just want to justify, rationalize, excuse, and fucking straight up lie. That is why you're in the situation you're in. And I will say it again. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Y'all, it is 11:21 and I am putting this episode to bed. The last two, good luck, Victoria.